Good evening, everyone. I sure appreciate you logging in this evening, and man, what an exciting time in our business. You know, we truly, the longer we do this, the more passionate we get about our mission, and we truly are, set to launch the largest assault on debt that the country has ever seen, and you as an agent get to be part of that. And again, we're in a position right now where financially timing is right. The business is just, all the groundwork is laid to do something tremendous. But I'm going to tell you, and guys, I've been selling this program for almost 6 years, and there truly is no better feeling than when you put somebody on the program and they give you that call a month later or 2 months later or a year later, and they tell you how things have been going. And it's truly exciting. And if you don't mind, guys, I want to start off just by a testimonial that some people sent in recently. I'll just read it to you. It's on your screen. I'm sure you can see it. But again, it says, I've been in the real estate industry for 20-plus years, and I've always coached buyers to try and make extra principal payments. The program is the best thing I have ever seen that will help you use your money in the most efficient way to cancel interest and get your home paid in a quicker time and save thousands in interest. The program reduced the time on our mortgage from 14 years to 4.6, and that includes paying off a car loan. Guys, you truly cannot get any better than that. And you know what? You'll get those testimonials from your own clients, people that you share the program with. I always remember back to my wife and I'm from southern Colorado, and a while back, I'd sold these folks a program years ago, and I hadn't talked to them for maybe 3 years after they bought the program, and I went down to watch my little cousins play baseball. And sitting around the other side of the backstop, I saw this couple, I saw this family, and again, there's always that hesitancy. Oh, man, I haven't talked to them in 3 or 4 years. I hope they use the program. I hope things went well. And sure enough, they came over to us after about half the game. And, man, we'd had a kid since, so it was just good to see them. And they saw our new baby. And pretty soon he says, man, that program that we got on was so awesome. I really wish I would have been an agent because I know a ton of people that need it. And I said, oh, that's okay. And his wife said, we did pay our home off, though. And I said, you mean off, totally off? And he's like, yeah, we were totally off. And I said, oh, my gosh, that's incredible. And again, I just sold him the program maybe 3 years earlier. It turns out he was on a 15-year mortgage, and he only had about 8 or 9 years left. Well, the program took him down to about 3.5 years, and they ended up getting it paid off in about 2.5 years from the 8 that they were currently scheduled. So again, guys, this is so much more than a business opportunity and a way to make some money. Of course that's going to happen, and we can't be more excited about that, but this is bigger than anything we can accomplish on that end. So guys, we have so many people signing up as agents now. Every week it's bigger and bigger and bigger, and I get my phone's ringing off the hook, and I get people saying, okay, what do I do? What do I do to get started? How do I get the ball rolling? And so I want to take a few minutes and just talk about that, how to get the ball rolling, what to do when you first get started. Number one is familiarize yourself. Guys, there's nothing worse than flying blind. Familiarize yourself with, first of all, the product. Guys, we believe in one thing, and that's walking our talk. We believe in practicing what we preach. It's awful hard to tell somebody about the program and talk about emotions and debt and the economy and getting out of debt if you're truly not on the program yourself. Get on the program. It's so much easier to be sincere and know what you're talking about if you're actually using the software yourself. But get familiar with the back office. We're constantly upgrading that. When we first started, the back office just had a few documents in there, and now you can go in there and see your hierarchy, and we have an exciting thing to release later on in this call with respect to the back office. But the analysis hotline. Guys, when you first sign on, give them a call. Talk to them. Tell them, hey, I'm a brand new agent. I want you to know I'm going to start referring people over. Commit yourself. Remember the difference between the analysis hotline and the client or agent support hotline. We want to make sure if you have a question and you're already an agent or a client, that you're not calling the analysis hotline for that. We don't want to try and clog up that line and have to have people sit on hold while we're answering questions. Make sure you call the client support line for anything like that. But again, get yourself familiar with the resources available to you. I need to update this screen because now you have your own replicated sites, one for the product, one for the opportunity. Watch those videos, see what's on there, and again, make sure you know what's available to you. The next thing is set your expectations and your goals. Guys, you have to be realistic coming into our company. And look, this is a lot different than other companies in our industry, because other companies in our industry will come in and they'll talk about fake it till you make it, buy the cars, live like you're making 10 grand a month and soon you will be. Come on, we're not into that. We're into making money, but we want you to get out of debt. We want you to use that money in a smart way. Look, if you make an extra $500 to $1,000 a month and you put that into your Worth Account software, do you know how much time that's going to save you? That's incredible. We want you to enjoy the success, but let's get out of debt first, and then I promise you it's a lot more enjoyable. So what are your expectations? Set your goals. Are you excited with $500 a month, or do you want to make $5,000 within a month or two and have that grow? You know, either way, figure out what you want to do and write it down. I'm a big fan of making sure those goals are written down on paper and then shared with someone. Why do you want to share them with someone? Because they're going to hold you accountable. They're going to help you and support you on that. Make sure you share those goals with somebody that's going to do exactly that. You know, in our country, for some reason, people don't like to see their friends and other people succeed. And I hate to say that, but it's a real thing. You know, make sure you share that goal with somebody who's going to be supportive and excited for your success. You know, there's the 2 crabs in a bucket theory. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that. If you put 2 crabs in a 5-gallon bucket, excuse me, if you put 1 crab in there, he's going to crawl right out, right? But if you put 2 crabs in that bucket, one of them is going to crawl out, the other one's going to grab him and pull him right back down, and they'll stay in there all day. You know, make sure and share that goal with somebody who's not going to try and pull you down or demotivate you, but somebody that's going to inspire you and be supportive. Next thing is, okay, we're familiar with the back office. We know the resources are available. We've set our goals and our expectations. The next thing is, okay, action. Who are we going to talk to? Let's start off with our hot market. I love when agents sign up and the first thing they do is say, hey, talk to my best friend, talk to my family members, my closest coworkers, people that will have their analysis run because they trust you and they like you. And look, I call them your pallbearers. Okay, you call those 6 or 7 or 8 people that truly are there for you, and that will just say, hey, yeah, if you say this is a good thing, I'll have my analysis run. And look, we'll take it from there. Once you get their interest peaked to run their analysis, we'll go from there. And then you go to that second tier. You know, not necessarily the hot market or pallbearers, what we call, but the warm market. The people who maybe you're friends with on Facebook, or maybe they're in your cell phone, but you haven't talked to them in 6 months or a year. Give those folks a call. And again, that phone call is, hey, listen, I know we haven't talked in a few months, but listen, my wife and I have come across an exciting program that's helping us pay our home off early. I just thought of you because I don't know your debt or mortgage situation, nor do I want to, but this thing has truly changed our lives, and we think you need to take a look at it. Guys, from the warm market, you're going to go to referrals. It's so funny because right off the bat, so many people say, okay, I just signed up as an agent. I want to do a mail campaign. Or I just signed up as an agent. I want to talk to people that I don't know. Guys, that's never made sense to me. And look, I'm not saying you have to go try and be the outcast of your family because you're trying to push everything on them. But if you do it the right way, I promise you they're going to thank you for this program. Next thing is what we call a 20 leads program. Make sure you have a pen and write this down. 20 leads program. I'm going to show you a way right now to get 20 incredibly hot mortgage brokers and real estate agent leads, okay? I want you to get 10 people you know. And you're not going to try and sell or recruit these people, but call these 10 people up and just say, hey, John, do me a favor. Do you know a good realtor? Everybody knows a realtor, right? Hey, John, do you know a realtor that I can give a call to? How about a mortgage guy? Do you know somebody that does loans? Ask for those two things. Now of course, that client's going to ask you, well, yeah, I'll tell you, my friend's a realtor, and yeah, the mortgage guy I use is this. He's great. They'll give you those names, and of course, they're going to ask you, why? Are you moving? What's going on? And it's pretty easy to say at that point, no, I'm not moving, but man, I found this program. Real estate agents and mortgage brokers are jumping all over it because it helps people pay their home off in less than 1/3 the time they're currently scheduled with their same income that they have today. It's amazing. In fact, you should take a look at it. So guys, this really actually becomes the 30 leads program, but 10 of those you were going to talk to anyway. So calling 10 people, they each give you a realtor and a mortgage person. When you call that realtor or that mortgage person, guys, that's the easiest phone call in the world, because I'm calling their realtor. Let's say her name's Linda. Hey, Linda, you know, one of your past clients, John, he referred me over to you. He said that you just did a great job for him, or you're a very successful realtor. Is there any way I could sit down and talk to you a little bit? Is there any way we can set an appointment? You come very highly recommended. Tell me a realtor's not going to cancel anything on their schedule to meet with you or a mortgage person. I come from the mortgage industry, and if I got a call that said, hey, a guy you did a loan for a year ago said you were great, you were very highly recommended, is there any way I can come in and meet with you? I'm going to say, oh my gosh, absolutely. And I promise you, loan officers and realtors, they love our program. They loved it back when they had to sell it, but now that they don't have to sell it, all they have to do is refer their clients over. Oh, they're all about it. Guys, then I'm not saying we don't go cold market. Obviously, prospecting, mailers, mass email campaigns, some people go out door knocking. I'm not saying it's a bad way to go, but again, I just think it's easiest to get cash flow in the door. I had a gentleman in my office today who's been an agent with us for about 2 months now, and he's been just going after big accounts, and I said, look, why don't you just have a few of your hot market, get an analysis so we can get a check in your pocket instead of going for those, you know, those huge elephants. We don't go elephant hunting, okay? Some of those you're going to get, and when those fall, you get 200, 300, 400, 500 sales within a short amount of time. But let's start off with the onesies, twosies, okay? Still along the lines of getting the ball rolling, it's time to take action. So, guys, we figured out who we're going to talk to. We've made our list. It's time to make that first phone call. Okay? Immediate action, constant correction. Don't worry so much about, oh my gosh, what exactly am I going to say? How do I answer all these questions? What's going to happen? Just make that phone call. And that's why it's so easy to start with your hot market, because you can screw it up and they'll still listen to you, okay? Start right away, immediate action, constant correction. We had a gentleman come to our live overview last night, brand new agent, and he said, Jason, I love this thing. I'm so excited, but you know what? In the past week, I've handed out over 80 cards, and not one person has called me back. He said, what am I doing wrong? And I said, man, I love it. Immediate action. Let's figure it out, though. And I said, the problem is you're waiting for them to call you. That's never going to happen. In our back office, you can schedule appointments for our analysis department to reach out to them. So when you tell them about the program, they say, wow, that sounds cool. Yeah, I'd like to have an analysis run. Say, great. When's a good time for them to call you? And set up that appointment. Don't say, okay, well, give me a call when you won't have it done. Okay, make sure you set the appointment. Practice your invitation. Customize your approach for that individual. Again, you know, if somebody was going to talk to me, I've got small kids. So if somebody said, hey, you know, you've got a 5-year-old child, by the time they graduate high school or by the time they get into high school, how would you like to be completely debt-free? This program can have you paid off in 8 to 12 years, depending on your situation. again, practice your invitation. And sometimes it's kind of hard to practice before you start. But once you've done it a time or two, make sure and get that down. Guys, I know my GPS analogy, I use it over and over. I could say it in my sleep. Practice, practice, practice. And again, the better you're going to get at it. Now, all of these things, what I want you to understand is sometimes people sign up for an opportunity and they go, hey, all I got to do is sign up and I'm going to make money. Look, this is a business. I want to be realistic with you. Signing up as an agent is just the first step. You have to refer people over to have their analysis run to make some money. And you've got to treat this like a business. Improve it. This is your trade. The more you practice, the better you get. Okay? It's a pipeline business. You know, figure out, okay, how many people a week or how many people per day am I going to talk to? You know, I don't know if you guys remember a while back we had a gentleman out of Southern Florida named Dennis. And Dennis got on the call and he said, Jason, my goal is to talk to 6 people a day. And he goes, man, I'll stay out as late as I have to get that sixth contact. Guys, if you talk to 6 and 3 of them tell you no and 3 of them say, hey, I wouldn't mind listening to an analysis, and of those 3 that come in, we may sell all 3, we might sell 2, we might sell 1. But look, if you got a sale a day, I'm telling you, your income is going to be crazy income. So it's a pipeline business. Start talking to people now to have those checks come in the next week, 2 weeks. Holding yourself accountable is maybe the hardest thing when you're self-employed and when you're in your own business, because there's nobody sitting there going, okay, how many people did you talk to? Set aside an hour, 2 hours a day just to make contacts. And if you can hold yourself accountable, that's the difference between people that come in here and don't make any money and come in here and receive checks right away. Guys, the 4th thing is duplication. So once you've started, the ball's rolling, you're seeing the snowball effect, there's going to be some duplication in your organization. People that you signed up as clients are going to start coming on as agents. People that you recruited are going to start duplicating what you're doing. When you have a new client, a new agent in there, repeat steps 1 through 3 with those recruits. Take them through, show them the resources that are available to them. Sit down with them and help them set their expectations and figure out what their goals are. The training, you know, make sure they attend this training. This is a weekly training call. I would make sure every one of my agents was on here. And then we have that Wednesday opportunity call as well. Constant focus on creating independence. Oops, let me go back. Guys, listen, there's no fun in building a large organization and all of them calling you every time they have a question. You want to educate your team and have them use the home office. If they have questions or problems, rather than coming to you, have them figure it out themselves. Because then when they start recruiting, they can, you know, they're not all tied to you. Their success in the business is not if you're available on your cell phone or not. And then, guys, the last step in getting started is leadership. Becoming a leader in your organization. Obviously, having the positive influence. I've never been a more believer in speed of the leader, speed of the pack than I am now. I see people today that are going out, setting goals, referring people over, building their organization, and guess what happens in their team? People start doing the exact same thing. We're at a time in our business where you can decide what kind of culture you want to have in your organization. If you want to have a culture of, hey, yeah, you know, I got a sale last month and I maybe talked to one person, that's what your team's going to do. But guys, if you're excited, if you start doing team training calls with your team, even if it's just you and 1 or 2 other people, it starts to grow. And tell them stories about contacts you made and the sale you made and the commission checks. Glorify those stories. Your team will grow and be excited as well. And then the last thing, guys, is strategy focused. You know, there's down in Las Vegas, Nevada, they have the NASCAR experience, and I don't know if they have it anymore. They used to have a thing where you could actually get in and drive a drag race car. and the ones with the huge tires, and man, you'd get in there, and they put you through a little training, and they have you focus on just a dot that's right way down at the end of the track, and you do not take your focus off that dot, because if you did, you wreck. And guys, that's so similar to business. Once you have your goal and your strategy in mind, do not take your focus off of it. Nothing's going to veer you from your course. So, guys, again, hopefully that kind of helps you at least have an idea of what to do when you're getting started in our business. Familiarize yourself. You should be able to do that literally in one day. Set your goals and expectations. Figure out what you want out of the business and plan accordingly. And then get the ball rolling. It's time to take action. How many people are you going to talk to a day to accomplish those goals? You'll start to see duplication in your group, and again, that'll help you become a leader. So, guys, moving on, I just want to talk a little more about things we have going live here. We have those live overviews. If you can commit to have at least 25 people in a meeting, myself or Don Jorgensen will personally fly out and we'll do a presentation for you. And the whole point in these presentations is us not to just come in, sign people up, and leave. We want to come in there and help build your organization to the point where you don't need us to come in and do the meeting. Now, it's always good to have somebody come in from out of town, but the whole point is we come in, we sign people up, and it helps gives you a kickstart in the business. And so, guys, feel free to email myself or Don. Here's our email addresses. Let us know, and if you can, give us 3 or 4 weeks notice, because our schedule fills up pretty quickly. But guys, we'll fly out personally. We'll actually pay for the meeting room as well, but we want to make sure that you're committed to have at least 25 people in the room. And guys, it hasn't been a problem now. Almost every single meeting we've done has had at least 25, sometimes 35, 45, 50 people. But we want you to take that real serious. We don't want to get out there and have 10 people show up to your meeting, because we are, we're going to pay for the flight, we're going to pay for the meeting room. Keep in mind, you have to probably have at least 50 people committed to get 25 people to show. All right, to give you an idea, just in the next couple weeks, here's the cities we're at. We're actually in Orlando, Florida tonight, San Diego, Las Vegas, Topeka, Kansas, Mission, Kansas, which is right suburb of Kansas City, Conway, Arkansas, which is just south of Little Rock, Arkansas. Guys, if you know people within 60 miles or however long they're willing to drive, get them to those meetings. Almost everybody who sees the presentation signs up as an agent. It's just the way it is. You can always see where those are at. If you go to worthunlimited.com, put your cursor on events, then click live, and it'll bring up this page that'll show you exactly where they are. You can print off, if you'll click event flyer, it will actually bring up the flyer for that event. And you can print it off to hand them out. It talks who's the speaker, talks a little bit about the program, enough to pique their interest and make sure they get there, okay? Okay, we want to just talk a little more about the pools and the exciting promotions we have going on right now. Don't forget the partner pool. Guys, we have decided to allocate more funds into the partner pool. It was at 6.25%, and at the first of the year, we decided to up our game, just like you're going to up yours. And that pool now is 9.25% of every sale company-wide is going into the partner pool. And everybody who reaches the rank of partner gets to share in those revenues on a monthly basis. And guys, that's truly exciting. But again, the rank of partner is the top position in the company, so it might take you a while to get there. So that's what makes this promotion even more exciting. Fast track to partner pool. Now, we get tons of questions every day about this promotion, so hopefully this will clear things up. If you reach the rank of executive director in your first 6 months of becoming an agent, you get to participate in 50% of the partner pool. Okay, so again, we take that pool, we divide it in half, and all the people that hit that promotion, then we divide that up according to the amount of volume that they did in their team. This promotion applies for all agents that sign up now through the end of February. Now, if you were already an agent prior to January 1st, if you signed up between October 1st and January 1st, your 6 months starts January 1st. So you have till the end of June to hit the rank of executive director to participate in that pool. Now, what does that mean? Again, you should be fairly familiar with our compensation plan, but if you're brand new, here's what it means. Everybody starts out as an agent. Once you reach the rank of supervisor, that means you've done $4,000 in total volume and had at least one personal sale. Now, when I say total volume, I mean between you and your organization. There's no time frame. Doesn't have to be done in a month. It can be cumulative. Then to go from supervisor to director, it takes $12,000 in total volume. So $8,000 more, you know, from supervisor to get to director, and 2 personal sales. Now, again, that's total volume between you and your organization, and there's no time frame. It doesn't have to be done in a month. To go to director, or from director to managing director, it's another $16,000 in volume for a total of $28,000. So guys, just to put that into perspective, $28,000 in volume is probably about 9 deals, 10 deals if the average deal is, you know, right around $2,800. If it's a finance deal, we still give you the entire credit for the entire amount. So even if, let's say it was $3,000 and they put $500 down, you still get $3,000 credit in the volume as far as volume goes. To reach executive director, it's $60,000 in volume with 8 personal sales. Now, guys, $60,000 in volume, that's about 20 sales. You know, might be 21, might be 19. It's right around 20 sales to hit $60,000 in volume between you and your entire organization. And that gives you access to 50% of the partner pool. And then as you promote even higher, we start to grow your percentage of the partner pool. So again, executive directors access 50%. The managing executives get 60%, and so up the line until you reach partner. And a partner gets to access, again, the full 100% of the partner pool on a monthly basis. This is awesome. It truly is. And the problem with this promotion, though, is it's a 6-month promotion. So sometimes, I don't know if you guys were like me back in school, but if I had an assignment that wasn't due for 6 months, what did I do? I waited till 5.5 months before I got to work on it. Do not do that with this promotion. Get started now, okay? Everybody in the office here is laughing at me, but they did the exact same thing, I promise you. Guys, the direct-to-director promotion, this not only helps you reach executive director faster, but it puts a bigger paycheck in your pocket right away. In your first 30 days of becoming an agent, if you're responsible for 1 activation, a Platinum or Platinum Plus activation on the Worth account, we're going to promote you all the way up to Director. Again, directors instantly pick up commissions on their first, second, and third level if you have agents on those levels. But what's really exciting is the owners, John and Skylar, have actually let your personal activation count. So if you come in and refer someone that buys the program, that counts. You get promoted directly to director. If you come in and within your first 30 days you purchase the program for yourself, that's direct to director. Okay, that counts. One question, in fact, this happened the other day. We had an agent come in, they signed up an agent, and that agent bought the program. Well, both agents, the one who bought it and the agent who recruited them, because that counts as their sale, both of them get promoted direct to director. So guys, this is absolutely tremendous. I'm going to go over this again. If you're already an existing agent and you were still at the agent or supervisor level, we're going to let you have the month of January to do 1 activation, and we'll promote you up to director. Okay, so if you were already an existing agent but you were not at the director level yet, come in and do 1 sale, a Platinum or Platinum Plus sale in the month of January, or buy the program for yourself, and we'll promote you to director. Guys, this is the 4th quarter of the month. You understand that? Today's the 24th, right? You have 1 week left to take advantage of this. We are already hitting record sales for the month, and we still have a week left. So we truly are on track to blow away any other month of last year. And again, we know each month is kind of a stair step. So, okay, wrapping it up. Then, what does this promotion mean? Currently, it takes $12,000 in volume and 2 personal sales to get to director. If you purchase the program for yourself, 1 activation. So either purchase it for yourself or refer it over to somebody else. 1 activation will get you all the way up to director. That counts as $12,000 in volume. Does that make sense? So that $28,000 it was going to take to get to managing director, now it's just $16,000 because you already got credit for $12,000. And it was $60,000 to get to executive director. Well, now it's really $48,000 more because you already got credit for $12,000, and that gets you to that position. So, guys, we really are. We're excited about those promotions. It's created a spark and an energy throughout the company, even internally. The agents are calling in so excited. That gets our client support, and our coaches in-house are truly excited about where we're heading as a company. So, guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the time over to John Washenko, and he's going to take maybe another 10 minutes and go over an exciting back office upgrade, and this is one that a lot of people have been looking for and been waiting for. We get calls all the time. When are we going to be able to see this? So, guys, I'm going to turn the time over to John, and he'll finish out the call. Thanks again for your time.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us on tonight's call. We've got just, as here we are in our soft launch phase. We're just releasing new things every week for you to help build your business and help you to start growing your team. And we've just got a lot of exciting things coming down the pipeline. And every week, we just hopefully we're going to try it every week and maybe every other week, but launch out some new things. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and just introduce you to the new back office. And anyways, just kind of stay on the call if you can, and we'll kind of get this thing going. But anyways, here we are. You go to worthunlimited.com, and then for the new people here that haven't been here for haven't been on, you just go to your agent's login right there on the right side, and then type in your username and password. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get us logged in here real quick. Okay, this will just take a second. Okay, so here we are. Right now, you've got 3 different promotional items. You've got, and then you've got some media as well. You've got, business cards. Agent contract policies and procedures, and just some simple things right there. You've got the current year promotion you can click on, and it'll go over pretty much everything that Jason went over with you just now. And anyways, then you've got schedule and analysis. And in here you can go through and fill in the information. You can add their financial information as well, and then schedule an appointment. I'll let you guys kind of walk through that on your own. It's pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. Self-explanatory. It's very easy to do. So you just put in your name, email address, schedule an appointment, and go from there. But now we're going to kind of take a look at my team, and this we went over last week. But this week we've got a little bit, we added another structure view. So you can kind of see your hierarchy like this, and you can select on them, and it'll bring up their email address and phone number and that kind of stuff. You've also got a list view here, which we've added a CSV, so you can export this. You can copy your contact list right there, and then paste in an Excel file, or you can download it into a CSV file to load it into anything that you're using to send out your emails, and then you've got a PDF and a print. So that'll just kind of help you manage your team, follow up with your team, and then you've got this tree view here to where you can go through and take a look at any recruits you have, and on a plus sign. So if this was me, and then I've recruited Billy and Agent Smith and Agent Jones. Agent Smith has actually recruited somebody. It'll open up a level 3 for me, and I can see these, and then I can also see it on the structure view as well that we were just in. So anyways, now one of the things that we've released this week is my sales. And I've got some dummy sales in here for this user. But anyways, you can see your sales and you can see your team sales. You can see the previous 3 months, you can see the cumulative, and you can see this month. And so, you know, total activations, total recruits, and total volume. So you can see where you're going. And in the upcoming weeks, you're going to be able to see how far away you are from your next promotion, how much you have needing to come. So we're going to keep adding and upgrading this back office. After this call, please jump into your back office, look at your team, look at recruits that you have going, and let's just get this thing going. It's just exciting. You're starting to build a branch, and you're starting to build your team and a base shop of producing sales and building volume and helping people to get out of debt. Now let's, give me 1 second here. We also have, I just want to recap this with you, we have replicating sites. You've got your worthaccount.com. This is your product site, and you've got the opportunity site as well. And this is basically where you're selling the opportunity, how you can make money with Worth Unlimited and how you can grow your business. And then the product site goes over the Worth account, the Jill and Kathy video, and so forth. This is what your product site will look like. And it has Jill and Kathy video, a little 2-minute video, and we'll encourage people to go through and run an analysis. This is where you're going to help. This is the site you're going to use to help produce sales. It's a very good site, and it's basically worthaccount.com/your agent ID. Now we've got the other site, the replicated opportunity site, is where you're going to share the opportunity with people who want to make an income as well and start to be a part of your team and share the mission of getting out of debt and helping to get this country back on course. And that is worthunlimited.com/your ID number. So, and then as they request more info, it's going to show your name, and that person will automatically show up in your back office. So everything's just so streamlined and easy to do. As they click on request more info or start now, as they request more info, you'll get an email. So let me just back up to that real quick. As they click on this button here, request more info, it's just going to basically send an email to you and send an email to us, and we're going to follow up, and you can follow up as well. So they might want to set an appointment from there and maybe have their analysis run, and the home office will follow up, and you'll get an email as well on that you can follow up with. Now we've got, now if they click Get Started Now, they're going to run through this, and they're going to see, you know, your sponsor ID and your name, and they can sign up just like that. It'll show up in your back office, and now you've got a new team member on your team. Now, another thing about this is you can recruit on the go. If you've got a mobile device that is a smartphone, you can forward your product site and your opportunity site. You can just send it in a text. Hey, check out this link. This is an amazing tool, amazing product. This is awesome. And you know, just say a little bit of something about it. Send that link along with it. They can pull it up on their smartphone and view the videos right then and there and set an appointment. So anyways, they can even sign up right there on their smartphone. So that's just another really cool tool that we've got going on. And look, every week you want to try to tune in on this and get scheduling analysis appointments and getting people logged in and going. So you've got these tools available, and you know, the ways to get things going. You can also email this site out, and you can also, you know, show it on your laptop or anything like that. But we've got these tools now available. You can go through and view these things also in the back office for you. This recording, or this tonight's agent training, is recorded and will be in the back, posted in the back office. We've also kind of got things going with a bang. We've just got some really hot promotions going on, and right now any agent who makes a sale in their first 30 days will be reimbursed their agent sign-up fee of $149. But you know what? That's really not making a sale. It's really, you're just making a referral, and then we make that sale for you. And you'll get paid your commissions plus the $149. Now, referral must result in a closed sale, but we take care of that for you. You make a referral, we make a sale for you, you get the commissions plus your $149 back. Now, to get started, there's the Now to get started on this, all you've got to do is you've got two phone numbers. You've got an analysis hotline and a client and agent support hotline. Write those numbers down, 1-800-224-1053. That's the analysis hotline. That's where you want to get your prospective customers looking to help them get out, that want to get out of debt. That's the number they want to call. If you've got questions you need help with, call client agent support, 877-576-5563. Look, we want to thank you for joining us on tonight's call, and we look forward to talking to you, and we're grateful that you're here and joining us in the largest assault on debt the nation has ever seen. This thing is just absolutely amazing. The testimonials and the things and the clients that we're helping to get out of debt and the difference we're making in people's lives is absolutely amazing. And you've got the opportunity to build one of the most exciting businesses ever. I mean, talk about a need that just needs to be filled. And, you know, everywhere you go, everywhere you look, we're talking about physical cliff of debt in the country, but not only in the country, but in your personal world as well. And that's what we're about. We're about helping change that and turn it around and help people see a better tomorrow and build a better tomorrow, and with the Worth account, and that's how we're going to do it. So we want to thank you for tonight, for getting on tonight's call, and we'll look forward to talking to you in the future. Thank you and have a good night.